Well, I don't know about this idea of a location shoot. I guess I'm okay with doing a Halloween show in a graveyard, but does it have to be in the middle of the night? Seems like just asking for trouble. Well, I could certainly use a little help out here, but who would come out here in the middle of the night at this hour? Oh.
I want you to tell all your friends out there, I'm Batman.
Duly noted.
You can watch the Arlington Weekly News on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News, the number 1, and also facebook.com/Arlington Weekly News.
And also on the radio, WERA 96.7 LP FM. Check us out. All right, on with the news. Well, a fire broke out this past Sunday at a condominium in the 1400 block of North Road Street. The incident occurred around 1 in the afternoon in an upper floor apartment. Although a second alarm was sounded, the first wave of firefighters were able to take 2 or 3, bring the blaze under control. Although a first floor unit did sustain water damage, no injuries were reported. The Arlington Fire Marshal's office is investigating the cause of the fire. Daniel.
That's Batman.
Batman. Daniel.
Halloween is all about scary, but that should apply to driving. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration reported that in 2016, 44% of all people killed nationwide on Halloween night were in crash involving a drunk driver. The Arlington County Police Department is warning citizens that nothing is scarier on Halloween night than an impaired driver. They advise that if you celebrate includes alcohol, be sure to designate a sober driver, whether it's a friend, relative, taxi, rideshare, or public transportation.
Thank you, Batman. Also in our news items, the police department will also participate in a trick or tweet along on the evening of Wednesday, October 31st. Motorists are reminded to avoid distractions, use caution, and be aware of increased pedestrian traffic. Remember, children and guardians will be out trick-or-treating. You can follow along with the police department's haunts via Twitter and Facebook, but do not do it while driving. Batman.
I think I might do this as Bruce Wayne now with my voice here.
Okay, Bruce.
Well, some people may have heard the rumor that trick-or-treaters over the age of 12 can be punished with fines or jail time. Well, Arlington residents can just ignore it. The statute does exist, but only in the Chesapeake area of southeastern Virginia. In 2017, Arlington County issued a suggestion that homeowners should be prepared for trick-or-treaters between the hours of 6 and 9 p.m., but without any age limitations. Also, it's probably not a good time to yell at the kids to get off your lawn.
Thank you, Bruce, a.k.a. Batman. All right, guess who's back? It's Poison Ivy, a.k.a. Adele, with another installment of...
It's easy being green. Hello and welcome to An Easy Being Green. My name is Poison Ivy. I have a toxic tale of my family tree. While most families can be nutty and irritating, add a little urushiol toxin and bada bing bada boom, my poisonous plant family is usually not a welcome guest. Unlike the Addams family, who only look creepy, or the Kardashians, who are creepy, let me formally introduce you to my illustrious family tree, the Anacardiaceae family. For those of you who don't like speaking Latin, we are also the cashew family, or the sumac family. My family lineage includes some famous members like cashew, mango, and pistachio. They all contain the oily urushiol poison. While my renowned family kin are cultivated throughout the world for edible fruits and nuts and sought for timber, lacquers, tannins, medicinal compounds, and landscape appeal, my Toxicodendron family branch has been vilified for our urushiol toxin and unfortunately labeled as noxious weeds. It was no fun growing up with the popular crowd, watching the wisteria and honeysuckle vines and the other popular tree nuts like pecans and walnuts get all the accolades and adoration. Ostracized meant staying close, hanging out with my family members. We can be pretty stealth due to our variability. Me and my close buds like P. Oak and P. Sumac, we mingle among our look-alike Virginia creeper vines. But once discovered by an itchy, irritated gardener, we are hacked out and blacklisted for good. Because in extreme cases, an allergic reaction to urushiol can progress to anaphylaxis, and most people have a greater reaction with repeated or more concentrated exposure. If you're sensitive to urushiol-induced contact dermatitis, you can also experience a similar allergic reaction from mangoes, cashews, and pistachios. This Halloween, chew on this. I, poison ivy, enjoy higher concentrations of carbon dioxide in the air. As carbon dioxide levels increase, my growth increases. I get way stronger. And I produce more unsaturated urushiol toxins, which causes stronger reactions in humans. My growth and potency has already doubled since the 1960s, and it could double again once the CO2 levels reach 560 parts per million. I can just sit back and watch you humans continue to increase your carbon dioxide emissions, and I will continue to grow mightily, and my toxins become stronger. So as you cut down more trees for building and development, I'll creep in and invade your open edges and move in quickly to form vast, lush colonies of urushiol-rich areas. So it's not easy being green when you belong to the Anacardiaceae family.
You will not succeed,
All right,
Poison Ivy.
That's enough. Off with you, Poison Ivy. Off.
Get out of here.
Out of here. With your urushiol toxins. Enough of that. All right, as promised or not, here we go with our CBB, Community Bulletin Board, for all parents with kids who want to get the jump on Halloween night or just want an earlier substitute. Can check out a couple of library. Okay. Roll it. Roll it. Roll it, Richard. Library events. The first is at... A little faster. Columbia Pike Branch Library, 816 South Walter Reed Drive, from 4 to 6. Alternatively, there's a Halloween party at Glen Carlin Branch Library, 300 South Kensington Street, from 5 to 6:30. Costumes are recommended. Treats will be provided. Batman or Bruce, or
Richard,
whoever you are.
you will feel the wrath.
Well, kids under the age of 5 might enjoy a special Halloween party for preschoolers. That's at the Central Library, 1015 North Quincy Street, from 10:15 to 11 a.m. The event includes a costume parade at 10:45.
Also in our CBB file, grown-ups seeking a break from Halloween activities can come to a screening of The Maltese Falcon featuring Humphrey Bogart, Mary Astor, Peter Lorre, and Sidney Greenstreet. That's coming up Wednesday, October 31st from 2 to 4:30 in the afternoon at Westover Branch Library, 1644 North McKinley Road, Suite 3. Registration is required via the Arlington County website. You can check it out at arlingtonva.labcal.com/event/4334522. Batman.
Well, here's a topic that some people might find really scary. Student loans. Fear not. Help is on the way. Representatives from the Virginia Cooperative Extension are coming by to help explain about the different kinds of student loans and to discuss financial considerations for postgraduate life. That all takes place on Tuesday, October the 30th from 7 to 8 p.m. at the Columbia Pike Branch Library located at 816 South Walter Reed Drive. Attendance is first come, first serve.
Stick around, don't go away. News for Seniors is coming up right after we hear from Denise. Take 3 or 4. Denise and her spin on Dracula. Here's Denise. Oh my goodness.
Nothing could be more perfect for Halloween than Dracula, which is now playing at the Little Theater of Alexandria. This adaptation is by Stephen Dietz and is based on the iconic Bram Stoker novel written in 1897. It tells the story of Lucy, a once vibrant young girl who starts to fade, and the team of men who search for answers and come up with a horrifying discovery that calls for a violent and macabre solution. Upon entering the theater, you're immediately wowed by Matt Liptak's moody set design. It combines the cell of an insane asylum, the bedroom of the vampire's victims, and his castle, all in a stone and brick facade that evokes the Gothic nature of the play, with a full moon thrown in for maximum effect. This visual, often cloaked in a creepy and eerie lighting, becomes the most powerful element of the show. Kirk Lambert as Van Helsing and Chris Anderson as Dracula turn in the strongest performances as the combative rivals, but the rest of the cast does deliver a sense of the foreboding. Jeff Elmore as Renfield is Dracula's psychotic follower, and he manages to toss in a little comic relief as he catches and eats the bugs that scurry around his cell. In her director's notes, Jennifer Lyman references the different images we all have when we think of Dracula. Mine is of Raul Julia in the production that toured in the 1980s. I still remember Edward Gorey's sophisticated Victorian black and white costumes for that production. LTA's costume designers, Gene Schlichting and Kit Sibley, have taken a very different approach. I applaud their courage in rethinking the Count's costumes. The range of reds they choose for his tunics and robes and shirts is a reflection of his lust for blood, but I do miss the more formally dressed Dracula of my mental images. The rest of the men in the cast look great, but I'd also like to see Lucy, Mina, and even the vixens in a more elaborate Victorian garb to invoke the more sensual aspects of the Count's conquests. Dracula plays at the Little Theater of Alexandria through November 3rd, just in time to inject a couple of hours of horror into your Halloween season. I'm Denise Pringle, now back to the news desk.
And thank you, Denise, and her spin on Dracula at LTA. Check it out. Here we go, as promised now, news for seniors. I don't know if I can get these things on or not. I don't think they're going to help. Here we go. Some viewers may have missed last week's Medicare announcement, but here's another chance. A trained and certified Medicare counselor from the Virginia Insurance Counseling and Assistance Program will meet with seniors on a one-to-one basis to help them compare plans for cost savings and much more. That's coming up Friday, November 2nd. From 11 a.m. until 3 in the afternoon at Lee Senior Center, 5722 Lee Highway. For an appointment, give them a call at the number on your screen and in your ear now, 703-228-0555. Batman.
Mad Fan, to the Batcave!
Well, studies show that half of all Americans live at least one chronic disease. With one chronic disease, a 6-week weekly workshop will be conducted by public health registrant nurses. It will focus on how to manage health while maintaining an active and fulfilling life. It all starts from Thursday, November the 1st, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at the Walter Reed Senior Center located at 2909 South 16th Street. To register, Mad Fan, call 703-228-0555.
Mad Fan.
Yes, I am a Mad Fan. I hate the Dodgers and the Boston Red Sox. Also in our News for Seniors items, a newly formed diabetes support group of peers is meeting monthly to share recipes, coping tips, exercise plans, and offer support. The next meeting is coming up on Monday, November 5, from 9 a.m. to 12 noon at Langston Brown Senior Center, 2909 16th Street South. To sign up, call 703-228-6300. Batman.
Ghosts, goblins, and grub. Trick or treat is fine for kids, but serious can come to the ghouls, goblins, and grub haunted house. That's on Tuesday, October the 30th, from 5 to 7 p.m. at the Walter Reed Community and Senior Center and Park. All located at 2909 16th Street South. For more information, call them 703-228-0955. And as always, thank you,
to
Judy.
Misabni for
Thank
contributing to our senior stories. Thanks, Judy Misabni from OSAP. Poison Ivy, what are you doing here? And the Ghost of Caesar and Princess Leia. My goodness. All right, we'll be back with sign-off and bye-bye right after we hear from our styrofoam mom. Here's Miriam Gennari and her guest.
Hi, and welcome to another edition of the Sustainable Scoop. Summer's gone, fall is here, and it's time to talk turkey. And here with Arlington's most tender-hearted turkey, Mark Riley. Welcome, Mark.
Thank you, Miriam. Hello, Arlington. It is turkey time. The 13th annual Arlington Turkey Trot is about ready to begin on Thanksgiving Day. Hope you're going to be joining us.
I've been joining you all year. I've had so much fun hopping around on the Bunny Hop Trail, raising money for Arlington's citizens in need. Had a great time at the home run to help end homelessness. I mean, Turkey, you're everywhere.
Well, that's because Arlingtonians are everywhere. This is a very run-happy community. We're running, we're jogging, we're walking, we're strolling, and we're raising money for 6 outstanding nonprofits, including ASPAN, AFAC, Arlington Thrive, Bridges to Independence, OAR, and Young Life of South Arlington.
So all of these wonderful organizations are going to benefit on Thanksgiving morning when we run the Turkey Trot. But this year, Thomas is going to be running with some of his friends. Tell me about that.
Well, over the years, we've had a lot of people that have been part of the Turkey Trot. They've dressed up with people like me. And this year is my first year that I'm going to be running as well, at least for a little bit, in the turkey outfit. And we're going to see if we can have other people join us, other friends, vis-a-vis our first ever costume party and contest on November 16th.
So a costume party contest, and also this year, all of your wonderful friends are going to dance across the stage, and you're going to also be bringing some friends in teams. Tell me about the teams you have this year.
Yes. For the first time, we have so far about 10 teams. It's led by Arlington's Awe, and we also are going to have Body by Ginny people participating as well.
Styrofoam Mom will have a team this year as well, so I'm excited about running in the race. Tell me about some of your sponsors.
We have about 25 sponsors again this year, and they are led by our Jamestown sponsors, Virginia Premier, which is a healthcare organization in Virginia, and also Radley Acura.
Radley Acura, that's fantastic. And if you run in the race, there's some great little giveaways. Can you show us what you brought today?
This would be the Big Doggy Bandana. The Big Doggy Bandana also can be used by people like me to be the big turkey bandana.
Yes, it definitely, before you eat that wonderful turkey dinner. And then you also brought the fantastic classic Turkey Trot t-shirt. Can you show that to us?
This is our Arlington Turkey Trot t-shirt where Thomas, who is the mascot, teams up with friends. Now, Thomas is not the train. Thomas is the turkey. Thomas is the mascot. And I, the big turkey.
You are indeed the big turkey, the big-hearted turkey. And Arlington, as you said, has a very big heart for these organizations. So what do people need to do to find out more information and make sure they're registered?
They can go to Arlington VA, turkeytrot.org, and get registered. If you want to volunteer, send me an email at arlingtonturkeytrot@gmail.com.
Excellent. And then I'll see you November 16th for the early pickup and registration, as well as the costume party. Fantastic. And then everybody will see you at the next Turkey Trot on Thanksgiving morning. Thanks so much. That's the Sustainable Scoop. Back to the news desk.
News desk. News desk. There is no news desk out here in the graveyard. Out here, there is only ghosts and specters and evil spirits and oh no.
Have a happy Halloween. We will eat some, then we will treat some. Have a happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Arlington. Everybody in Arlington, happy Halloween. Now this time, Richard, this is going to be delicious. We're going to make an owl. Are you ready? A scary, spooky owl for dessert. Very easy. And the best part of this, I found most of the ingredients at the dollar store. So it's very cheap, moms. And the kids are going to love it, and they can make it right along with you. So most important, you're either going to make or buy a big cookie. Yum. And then take chocolate icing. Okay, Richard, follow along. You're going to take your chocolate icing, and you're going to put it all on your cookie, just like so. Very simple. Okay? And then you're going to take... These are peach rings. And I found these also at the dollar store. They're candied peach rings. Ta-da, just like this, candied peach rings. And they go right here. Those are your eyes. Can you see that, Richard? Those are your eyes. And then to make the inside of your eyes, now this I did find a little strange. They said to put Tic Tacs in the eyes. I guess it's like a little breath mint afterwards, after you finish eating your hot dogs and your cookies. So the Tic Tac goes inside the eyes, like so. Can you see that? So now he's got a pupil. There we go. And then to make his eyebrows, which I think is the worst candy of all, black licorice. Blech. So I was just following the recipe for the black licorice and the eyebrows. So you stick the black licorice on top, kind of got a Groucho Marx thing going on there. That's his eyebrows. There we go. And then for his nose, we take some candy corn. And there's his little nose. Now, of course, an owl has to have feathers. So, kids love sprinkles. So you take chocolate jimmies, and you just put that all over your chocolate icing, like so. Now, last but not least, he has to have some feet. So, you're gonna take your seeds here, your sesame seeds, and they go at the bottom to give him his little claws, his little feet, because he's got to have somewhere to perch his little feet so he can sit on the trees and go, hoo, hoo. Who is ready for Halloween? Have a happy, have a happy, have a happy Halloween. We will treat some, we will eat some. Have a happy Halloween. Happy Halloween, Arlington.
Thank you, Amy Sue. What would a Halloween show be without Amy Sue and all of our ghoulish friends in the background here? Princess Leia, we thank you. We appreciate your participation in our Halloween extravaganza. Just reminding you to have a safe and happy and joyful Halloween out there. Be safe.
Be safe.
Don't eat too much candy, but what do you think about that Caesar's ghost? Where is Caesar's
I
ghost?
think you're both bats.
I'm
Batman.
Speaking of bats.
He's bats, too.
And we've had a good time. Thanks to Hef for all of the work that he did on this and the great shots of the cemetery back there. And what about the little pumpkins?
Well, let's do a little rhyme just for
Little
everyone at
pumpkins.
home. If you remember this one, come
roll
up
it.
here, Leia.
Roll it.
Remember this one? 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one says, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one says, there are witches in the air. The third one says, but we don't care. The fourth one says, let's run and run and run. The fifth one says, we're ready for some fun. Woo went the wind and out went the lights, and the 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. See you next time.
Happy Halloween. Thanks for watching this edition of Don Hammond's Arlington Weekly News, our Halloween extravaganza for 2018. Have a safe Halloween out there, and next week, well, maybe in a couple of weeks, we'll take next week off. If you're out there, we'll be here, and we'll try it all again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.